Hello. In this video, we're going to take a look at 6 money traps that you can avoid in your 20s and 30s. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jonathan Littlejohn. We focus on making money, saving money, and building passive income online. Then hit the subscribe button, drop a like if you find this video helpful. So let's get right in the video. The first one that you should avoid in your 20s and 30s is expensive relationships. And what I mean by that is I'm not saying not to get into a relationship, but expensive relationships. Okay, instead of you going out on a date, taking your girl out, take her out somewhere that's, not $100 dinner date. Okay, or maybe if you do that, only do that maybe 6 months, a year. Don't do it competitively because you're just trying to impress. If you do that and say, for example, you run out of all the money and she leaves, oh, well, you were impressing her. You were giving her false. Okay, what about you can take your girl out on a date, go to the park, have a picnic, make sandwiches, crackers, on a budget. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to go extravagant on relationships in your 20s and 30s. So I'm not a relationship, advisor, but I'm just saying if you just cut down on relationship, making it expensive, you can save a whole lot of money. The second thing you need to avoid is buying a new car and luxury cars. I see so many people, 20s and their 30s, they're trying back to impress people, so they get a brand new car or they get a luxury car. But the thing is, say, for example, you don't like that car and you want to take it back. The dealer's not going to give you what you bought it for. The car it decreases in value every single year. It loses value. So if it was $20,000 or not even $20,000, $40,000, and you bring it back, it might only be $35,000. So you lost. So the best way to when you're looking to buy a car or getting a car is to get a couple years old. Couple years, and you can get your bang for your buck. Couple years old car. But if you're in a bigger city, a place that has bus, train, why don't you just get a bus pass or a train? You don't need a car if you don't, if you live in a big city that you're able to get around without a car. Because really, cars keep you poor, because you have to worry about the gas, the insurance. That's $200 to $300 every single month that you could be stacking and putting away for you. So I always say, if you don't need a car, don't get one. But if you do live in a rural area and you have to get around with a car, okay, I understand, get one. But you don't have to get a brand new car. You don't have to get a luxury car. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You don't have to impress people. Okay, it just gets you A to B. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is, a lot of people in their 20s and 30s are just graduating college. You're getting an influx of money. And a lot of times they avoid investments. But that's the best time to invest in your 20s and 30s. So then you're able to stack up. You're able to level up. So then when you're in your 40s and 50s, you're able to reap the benefits that you put in at your 20s and 30s. Okay, I see a lot of people, they're in their 40s and they haven't even invested. They're talking about investing now, in their 40s and 50s. And they still went to work. But the thing is, if you could invest maybe $10 to $20 or $30 every single paycheck, putting it away, putting it in a 401k, putting it in a stock, putting it in somewhere that's growing, okay? And by the time you're 30, 40, you'll really be appreciated that you put that time in, that you focused in on your retirement. And I know you're 20, 30, and you're like, hey, man, I have 30 years to retire. But the thing is, you don't want to wait until the end. I talked to a guy a long time ago. He said, when is the best time to plant a tree? And the guy said 30 years ago. But when's the next best time to plant a tree? And it's right now. Okay, so don't putting away maybe $10 to $20 or $30 or $40 away for your future. It's okay. Okay, it's okay to invest and save and put it away. Okay. Don't, you know what I mean? A lot of companies, they have that 401k and they'll match you. That's free money. So you need to take as much advantage possible of that 401k while you're young, because it will grow and it will multiply into that compound effect. Okay. Number 5 is speculative investing. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is there's so many people, they'll go and say, all right, well, I want to take this money. They might have got a hot tip on a stock or something. Okay. And then they put 10, 20,000 into the stock and it goes down. And then they have a bad taste in their mouth. Oh, stocks aren't good, this, that. No. The thing is, you gambled with your money. Okay. Now, investments are actually supposed to be small risk, big rewards, not big risk, small rewards. Okay. And that's what a true investment is basically you're able to eliminate your risk as simple as possible, and over time you're able to get a big return on your money. And a lot of speculative investing, stocks, okay, I consider those as gambling with your money. You know what I mean? You don't want to gamble with your money. You want to actually have a very good strategic plan to get a return on your money. You know how I was always taught is if you want to learn about stocks, you get someone that knows about stocks, that has advice about stocks, that they're the expert in the particular field. You don't want to talk to the baker about stocks. You want to talk to the baker about making bread. You don't want to talk to the car mechanic about stocks. You want to talk to the car mechanic about cars. You know what I mean? That's basically what I mean by speculative investing. You want to talk to someone that knows the game, that's been in the game, that actually have their feet in the game, that's putting money back. You know what I mean? You don't want to talk to someone that doesn't know anything about the game. They might have heard something, might have read something, but they're not even in the game themselves. Okay, so don't gamble with your money. Please have a strategic plan about it. Invest wisely. Okay, and the next thing is there's so many people, they get into this, okay, they get a house and then next thing you know, they see these signs, no money down plans. Like what I mean is, okay, maybe a mattress, you get this mattress, you put no money down, but it's $20 a month. You get a TV, no money down, it's $40 a month. You get a dishwasher, no money down, it's $50 a month. You get a washer and dryer, no money down, $100. Now, at the end of the day, you might have all these no money downs, but you're putting $200 to $300 away. Okay, paying these other paying these other institutions, other companies, okay, $200, $300. You know what I mean? That's going to put a pinch in your wallet. You know what I mean? $200 to $300 get onto these different places, even though there's no money down. But indirectly, they're charging you interest in that monthly payment. You know what I mean? Maybe that's, $40 a month for the next 18 months. Okay, in 6 months, if you saved your money, you could actually buy that outright. Okay. And a good rule of thumb is if you can't afford 10 of the things, you shouldn't even be thinking of buying one. Okay. If you can afford 10 of them, you should buy one. Okay. So, it's okay to live below your means a little bit. It's okay. So just try to stay away from those no money down places, because they're billing that interest in the monthly payment. Okay, it's a catch. The last one is trying to impress. There's so many people, they're trying to impress people. And what I mean is, it's kind of like, do you want to be rich or do you want to look rich? And there's so many people, they're looking rich. I'm talking about they're looking head to toe rich, but they're not being rich. Their bank account's not rich. Okay, and instead of you trying to be rich, look rich, become rich, okay? Become rich and be rich. Have your wallet rich, okay? Wealthy. Have a lot of money in that wallet. I'm not talking about your physical wallet, but I'm talking about your bank account. Have all that money in your bank account. You know what I mean? You don't have to get the brand new J's. What about getting the Nikes? What about getting the New Balances? What about getting something a little bit less and getting, maybe instead of you buying one pair of the $200 Jordans, you might be able to get two pairs of the New Balances or one pair of the New Balances. Okay, stop trying to impress people. Okay, because at the end of the day, you're not making yourself feel good. You're making yourself feel good instantly, but in the long run, you're not going to make yourself feel good because you're going to have to still work that job. You're going to still have to rely on that job and instead of being able to retire because you're trying to keep up with the Jones. So if you feel this video is very helpful, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Have a great one. See you next time. Jonathan Littlejohn. See you later.